you had today, or some of them at least, were a couple of layups, which is always kind of rare to see. I think a lot of people know you as like a
Stop laughing.
I think everyone kind of knows you as a three-point shooter. You had double digits in scoring today, and that was a part of it. Can you talk me through how that happened and how it felt?
Yeah, I think that's probably kind of the next level for me in my game is if people are going to guard screens that high, I'm absolutely capable of making back cuts and making reads from that. And in addition, I feel like if I go and set screens, then it gets other people like Lucy and some others open. So just trying to work on that a little bit more and got to keep switching it up on them.
Darby.
Taylor, this is the second game in a row where you've kind of had to blend frustration with finding positives at the end of a game. Just where do you kind of put this one in the big picture of everything coming down the stretch here in the season?
Yeah, I think that, I mean, UCLA is such a good team, and we know they have such good players. Like, we're walking out of the game, and you've got kids yelling to get autographs from us, but you've got, they're yelling to get autographs from their team as well. Like, I think that's just, it's honestly pretty cool just because we have that kind of draw, and especially to women's basketball. But I feel like we have been so close these last two games, and I know that we can play with anybody. It's just going to come down to how we execute at the end of games and our shot selection probably needs to be a little bit better as well. But we've still got plenty of year left, and I know that we are building confidence every day.
Yeah. Coach Close said that you guys are probably one of the most purposeful, one of the toughest teams that they've seen all year. Going down the stretch, is that how much is that something you guys can bank on?
You want to go? You go ahead.
You got it. You're doing great.
Can you say it one more time?
Just the toughness of this team, purposefulness of this team. I mean, obviously you guys are close.
In our prep this week, we really wanted to switch it up on them and throw a couple different looks at them, which I thought that we did really well. We went some zone, we went some press, we went some man, and I really think that kind of threw them off their game a little bit. I just think we have so many different pieces and so many kind of tools in the bag that people haven't really seen yet, and that we're getting better at each and every time. So it's just going to be a matter of how often we can practice and work on that.
David.
Yeah, I guess, Lucy, between making the 3 free throws with 6 seconds left and then that last kind of defensive possession, can you just kind of walk me through your vantage point of it?
Yeah. Well, my free throws obviously haven't been great this season, so I was proud of myself in that moment. I thought that was like, all right, you hit the free throws, so we're going to win this game. I think everyone kind of felt that momentum. And then the foul, I just got caught on the screen accidentally. Like, I got hit on a screen, so it bumped me into her. I couldn't really do anything about that, and then I just fell. And then they called a foul for me falling. So I don't know. I guess I was not in legal guarding position is what they said. So I guess it makes sense. It's just frustrating because you just hit that, and then you send them to the line. Yeah, so it was just a frustrating end of the game, but that's all part of it. So got to learn from it.
Kyle.
Yeah, kind of similar to Dargan's question. Just these last 2 games, you guys have been able to take 2 highly rated teams, I believe both top 10 teams, down to the wire. I guess just what's the mood been in the locker room that even though you guys haven't been able to get done, like you're still competing with some of the top teams in the country?
I think it's more just like stay hungry than anything else. Especially because we have another big game coming up now. Like, we got to go play against Michigan, and they've been really good lately. So just got to stay locked in and keep learning from each game, but knowing that we are right there, and we're still a young team. We're still figuring it out a little bit, but now that it's February, like it's time to go, and it's time to execute down the stretch in these games. So we're going to let it hurt a little bit, but we're going to be back at it tomorrow and kind of use this as confidence in a way to go to Ann Arbor this week.
Last one, Chad.
Hey, Lucy, have you ever gone out with a starting 5 with your mom before? And like, what kind of moment was that for you?
Yeah, that was really special. I was happy that she was able to come to the game because they were coming next weekend for senior night. So they were like, oh, we just won't come to this one. I'm like, no, you got to come. And then so she made it out. It was super special. Yeah, got to share that moment with her. I know she was excited.